Good day, good morning, good night, wherever you are in the world, and welcome back to sim.bc. And boy, do I have lots of stuff to do now. I just woke up and it's 10:59, it's 11 o'clock, and I went to bed at like 4 in the morning because I have so much stuff to do. I mean, it's painful, really, the stuff I have to do. Yesterday, or rather, okay, so what was on my mind yesterday was that I have a friend visiting. School is starting in a couple of days. Uh, I reached out to clients. I sent out, well, I was going to say 100 emails because that was my goal, but it ended up being six very personalized emails, and I haven't checked them yet. So that's going to be all fun for today. I'm having a guided tour of Bordeaux today by a friend, so that's the thing that's going to take up most of my time today. So I'm going to meet her at 12, and we are going to go around until approximately, I would say, 6 o'clock, I think. And then I'm going to try and head to the gym. So much stuff happening. And then I'm making a website too, on top of all that. So I went to WordPress yesterday because I actually talked to my new financial consultant that is now kind of confirmed. It's not confirmed, but I got like an okay from him. So I was like, I have this new project. Would you like to join? It's about consulting. It's not a thing yet. It probably won't be in a couple of months. I am doing all the prep for it, and I really want this to be a thing. Do you want to join? And he basically said, okay, sure, I can join. Sounds like an interesting challenge. I'm thinking about blogging myself this upcoming semester. And I was like, oh, cool, so you're going to blog. Where are you going to blog rather? I suggested Squarespace because that's where I want to make my website since I've heard that in podcasts and stuff. But then he said WordPress, and I didn't know what that was. So I reached out to WordPress, or I didn't. I went to the WordPress website rather. Um, and it was just so easy to use. So I made a website yesterday, and I'm going to link it in the description of this video, or at least I'm going to try if I figure out how to attach an HTML. I think that's what it's called. Link in the description. It probably won't be that hard, but still, my technical experience is like very limited at this point. So, but anyway, so I sat up all day, basically 6 hours easily, making this website, which would probably take a experienced programmer or web designer like 15 minutes, maybe 20. But everything was new to me. I clicked edit, for instance, on the homepage, and I didn't know what I was editing. It's like I had a picture in front of me that said, "Oh, this is what you're editing," but I didn't realize really what it was. So I didn't understand what I was editing until I removed stuff and saw on the page when I refreshed it that stuff that I wanted to keep had disappeared. so so then I had to redo all of that. Command C doesn't work, unfortunately, on this website. At least not in my experience. I'm using a MacBook Air. Yeah, that's my gaming station. Um, as my start point. So I had to like try and rework, go through, go back and work it through. But the positive thing is that now my website is kind of done. It's like, nah, it's not done. Nothing like not far fetched. People would, but I think if people were to visit my website at this very moment, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be embarrassed of having people there. That's much as I can say. So if I went out today and got a client, and maybe some of the people who I reached out to yesterday have responded, or it's actually I actually reached out to them today because it was like between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, if they have checked out my website and tried to get in contact with me and trying to want to join in this adventure with me, I wouldn't be embarrassed of having them look at my website at this very moment, at this point. Maybe that will change in the future when I'm getting better and better at what I do, when I probably have picked up a few more skills in the web design department, or I've actually gotten a web designer. um, but that's for another time. But right now, I'm pretty happy with where I am. And then I added like seriously, I think and I'm saying like a lot. I know it's a bad thing. I added lots of time. I mean, it was seriously almost an hour just to add the signature on your email. And for most of you out there, that's probably an easy thing. You know, you go into Outlook, you go to options, you have options for signature, and then you add your signature. But I didn't know that. And sure, the mature and smart thing would be to Google it out of the top of my, like directly, or Yahoo it, or Bing it, or you know, whatever your preference is. But I just Googled, and I Googled it in the end. But I spent 45 minutes just looking through Outlook, and never did it occur to me to go into options. I was just flicking through everything I found in the in the email section, so to speak. So I was trying to make a new email, and then I used the action bars there to try and fix the signature, but I couldn't find it. So it ended up with me kind of wasting 45 minutes of my day trying to add signature and sending emails back and forth to myself, and I just didn't understand why it kept saying from Outlook, or whatever the standard one was. Uh, but then I googled it and I added the signature, and then I had to resend it a couple of more times because I wasn't happy with the signature. It ended up being something like best of regards, Philip Simonson, double dot. I don't know what that's called in English. Kolon. Business consultant, and then from sim.bc, the Simonson Business Consultancy. And then the contact information about my email, how to reach me by email, even though I thought that was kind of redundant because I sent them an email, or they have sent me an email. They probably have my email. But still, probably nice to include. And so I added the business email, and then I added the website also as well. And it's funny because if you go in and try to contact me at the website right now, you get into my email, and if you sent me an email and I've told you my email and you're going to the website and send me an email, you're probably going to have my email. But it looked more professional, in my opinion. It was something that I thought that this is what a normal company has. They have these different ways to contact them, even though they all lead back to the same way. In my case, uh, so that's pretty much what I did. I really tried to be up, or no, I really tried to do as much as I could yesterday. But unfortunately, I should say, that kept me up until 4 o'clock in the morning, and now it's 11 o'clock, and I am super tired. And I just recently had breakfast. Seriously, you can see my mirror. You can see all of my stuff is still in the sink. I haven't gotten to make the dishes yet. It's just a mess right now. I have so much to do. And then I also struggled with the challenge of registering my company because I didn't really know what I'm supposed to registrate it as. Registrate it as. Yeah, there we go. I was thinking about the sole proprietorship, like a sole enterprise, but then I can't hire anyone, which is pretty which is a kind of a pain in the ass, since I want to start this with a couple of friends, and I want to give them salary, and I want to give them job security, and I want them to join me in this experience and in this adventure. But I thought that it's easier to make a sole proprietorship, like a sole enterprise, right now from the start. It's going to be much easier to make it work, and since I can be a web designer for the moment, and this can feature as my marketing, yeah. I can do all of my positions that I want to kind of by myself, and I can be the consultant, of course, because that was almost always my plan. Um, and then I can hire them, not hire them like giving them a salary and then enroll them in the company, but I can hire them for one-time things, like a contractor, and that's a way I can use them. Like I can still have my friends on it, but I can still have a solo enterprise, so to speak. And I think that's a good middle ground for the start because I probably won't make millions the first year anyway. business. It probably doesn't matter if I have lots of staff or not, or if my friends are directly in relation to the company or not. But we'll see. That's something I will try to take up today with my friend from Newcastle, the guy who is okay, the financial consultant, and tomorrow with my friend that's arriving in Bordeaux. So, yeah, see you tomorrow. And as you can see,